You know, guys, I've been a YouTuber for like almost 4 years, and beginning of my YouTube life, it's not. I never really remembered how. I never really remembered how many subscribers I gained over the past first year, but the views were incredible. Not by local friends, but by online friends throughout the gaming world. I started out, I never really exposed my face until, around 6 months after I started, and that was like HeroKeaton news, and that was definitely not my favorite today, but it was very cringy. I couldn't stand it. But that was a pretty that channel gained over 100 views within 10 to 20 days, and it was one of the fastest growing videos I've actually had. But I was never really a huge fan of it. It was not the best. But when I was only 12 years old when that happened, so all this was like. Not really. All this was no, that was nothing compared to today. All of this, I am also very thankful for that. But when I started Minecraft on the PC, that is when YouTube became my life. When I was about 12 years, after around 6 months, when I was about 12 and a half years old, I started to do Minecraft videos, because the person that inspired me around 3 or 4 years ago to do YouTube was actually like Preston Plays or what was it, Baby Canadian. Those two YouTubers I really liked back then. Those two really inspired me to do YouTube on its own. But that's not really just it. Not just by Inspirational. YouTube started to evolve too, started to add more things. When I was about almost 13, I started to gain already over 60, almost 60 subscribers actually, and I was really happy because I'm like, oh my god, and I'm like, I'm at 60 subscribers, oh wow. That's what everybody's like at that time. It can be devastating but fun. But Minecraft had some of my biggest stories, or my biggest life, through YouTube. Not just throughout Minecraft servers, but there's one Minecraft server that really brought me to continue. There's a server called Destiny MC, which is now shut off through hackers. Apparently that server was the OP prison. I just recently found that the OP prison was shut down, and it's just stick with Pixelmon. I recently found this out that that Minecraft server was shut down due to the amount of hackers that are actually thinking of trying to take it over from the owner. His name was Atlas. That owner, nobody really liked him. He actually allowed hackers to join that server, and actually allowed them. He allowed so much mercy, or like so much warning to these hackers, that it just went too far. I didn't like it, but that's not the only thing that really got me to stay. I almost quit when I was around 14, and I played on that server longer than anywhere else. And that server, I played on there for like over 2 years, 2 to 3, almost 2.5 years already. That server is absolutely one of my favorites, and I would always happy to join, and I would always friend on there to see him. 90% of the people I knew on there who actually played on there were online people. The only people I actually knew that were in that server was throughout, like outside of Minecraft itself, like real life friends, was just a TGK on its own. But the TGK wasn't called TGK at that time. It was called the Pride at that time. We changed the name because the Pride started to become a little like a child name, so we made it into a more adult-like name. So TGK, the Gaming Crew, crew with a K, or it stands for Tyler Gavin Keaton. But going back to that server, I spent so much time being with friends. There's so many people. Like if you see any of my Instagram posts or through my stories, that's not everyone. I played that server since first update, and it was always fun on that server. I knew almost everybody on there, and one time I came online and random people I never really talked to in my life started saying, "Oh my God, it's HeroKeaton. I'm such an honor to meet you." But at that time, I was only at like, it's hard to say, I was only at like 40 something subscribers. I definitely wasn't at 50 yet. So that was actually pretty funny. Since that, I actually think I was one of the only YouTubers in that server. I was actually the first in there, and I asked for YouTube rank with one of the moderators. Her name was Bob, and they're numbered with that. That person, they were all nice. I liked them all. That I asked for that, and they said they never did YouTube ranks. And I'm like, well, this got to be one of the only servers that did that, and it's a populated server. And they're like, well, yeah, we just never thought about it. I'm like, well, you kind of should, because you never know if you have a YouTuber come in. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, I'm a YouTuber, and he's like, how do you YouTuber? I'm saying I did a lot of Dustin MC videos at that time. He's like, really? How many? I'm like, around over 10. Why? He's like, wow, okay. I'll talk to the owner about that. Yeah, that was honestly, it was actually pretty funny, actually. Then, then came too many hackers that the first update was shut down, and we waited for over 2 months for the next update. So yeah, so I keep talking to so many admins and moderators and helpers, see if I can actually help them out with decreasing the amount of hackers. So did the TGK. We all went in to help because there are too many people in there. A lot of hackers I actually do remember I actually never really liked. There are a lot of hackers in there that we cannot stop. Some of them we actually think we're hackers in that server. We had a bull one. Not many people remember that guy. That guy he had every hack, flying and everything. Flying, see through X-ray, it was everything. It's super hard. You can't kill him. I remember one time he came in and Gav's like, guys, run, leave this PvP now. And we all ran for it. He was right behind us. He was flying over me. And then right when he was about to come down on me, when he turned off the flying, you can't hit him. He was literally about almost uncreative, but all of his health was still there. And I left, and I just saw I had half a heart left. Because I was this close to dying. And I almost lost a lot of stuff in there that you can't get, like the God Kit. I had the whole God Kit in there. It was also pretty fun. It was also really strange because we actually teamed with a guy named Burning Nova. We never knew he was a hacker until he actually started using hacks, and we actually thought we were going to team with him until the very end, and when he started doing hacks on us, and we actually lost all our stuff through our inventory. The TGK also teamed up with a gang called the OP Foundation. It was also the most powerful group clan or team in that server besides the TGK and Panda Crew. That server was that group had over 40 people, including Jacketer, Artificial Ace, and there's just one, the guy that who founded the OP Foundation, who 3 or 4 years ago, who 3 or 4 years ago he quit because of a guy named HUD31. His name was Dead. I forgot his name. Not many people know who he is now. He's erased from Hall of Fame. He was really good. He was we barely knew each other, but I knew a lot about him. He knew we were friends, but we never knew much about each other. So after the third update was erased, when I joined, it said Atlas is the worst owner. It said everything. It said all of itself. So that's obviously it was. There's a thing called, it's between illegal hacks and legal hacks. You can do mods and to build, which is illegal in there. No idea why they added that. And there's illegal hacks like fly and everything. There's a federal illegal crime. There's a federal illegal hack. It was federal, or it was, yeah, I think it was federal. That hack, that person erased it, so they had to find all the files going back. So it took over a year. So that server was down for a long time, but we spent a year finding another server called Legit Legends MC. That server was I was famous instantly. I had over 70 subscribers in that server, and I met so many people. I met the owner, and then after 2 months playing, when I actually met the owner, he checked out my YouTube channel. I had over 3 videos. He was so happy. The owner was actually a YouTuber himself. He had over 14,000 subscribers, but he actually quit before that server was made. I made a YouTube rank. I had a YouTube rank for a little while, and I was so honored to have that YouTube rank. I got it for free. Like there's no requirement involved. They just gave me it, and I was so happy. And then a couple weeks later, they had to shut down because they were gonna add Hunger Games and everything. Hunger Games, Sky Wars. They were gonna add all that stuff until there had been an overload with the server, and they shut it down. Oh my God! Just recently, I was talking to the owner named Legit Legends, who was the actual owner. Yes, he was the owner. I talked to him. He said he was thinking about it, but the overload. They told me about the overload, and it all gave up. After that, I've been in a lot of recent questions about why I'm not doing Minecraft anymore. Here it is. It's heartbreaking. When I left, when all those servers we stayed with, I had so many fun stuff to do. We lost everything except for Mineplex and Hypixel, and I sticked for Hypixel and Mineplex for a while, and I started to lose so many views. I couldn't get that many views at well, so then I looked over them and I got bored. They were boring videos, but I did a lot of stuff in those videos. I didn't edit so much. I just combined all of them, so I don't have to go. So you guys don't have to see the lobby. And I can just go, and after I lose in one game or if I win in one game, it goes right to the next game. Yeah, it's part of the edit, but it was it's heartbreaking, yeah. And after that, I was forced to quit. I was forced to quit Minecraft. Roblox didn't last for very long, but I'm gonna tell you all one thing. This is the reason why a lot of people quit YouTube, or if they never really get their goal. Don't quit. No matter how much you go through to not make it as much, you need to you gotta keep going. I didn't do vlogs until I was around 14 or 15, after Minecraft fallen from me, and Roblox. And Roblox was never successful at all. I started doing vlogs, and after I got a real good editor and did a couple vlogs, that's when I bounced, and that's when I'm like, you know what? This is the jackpot right here. This could actually get me to succeed. This should actually get me to continue going and going and going. And I did. I actually continued and continued and continued. So I did stuff like, I did stuff in the snow, I did all that stuff. I did pranks and everything. Pranks I never really got to do, but I did do a couple of them that never made it to YouTube. I did Q&As. Q&As weren't much, but I did it. I did setup videos, all of that stuff really got me a lot. But I got it, but in order for me to keep going, I gotta mix vlogs and games, which is a difficult part for my region, because especially with snow around, especially when this part, since I'm in the northern part of the US, especially here in Minnesota, it's gonna be difficult to do it because you can't go like back and forth, because in the winter when you do vlogs, it's really difficult because like I have a waterproof camera, yeah, but in case I have to put it in the snow, but I give up. I want to continue. But sometimes you're gonna have subscribers that don't watch you anymore. You're gonna have fans that use that account, but they don't use it anymore. But they don't use that account anymore. So what the point is, the point is, just because you have a lot of subscribers and you don't get as many views as your subscribers, so what? Only a quarter of the amount of subscribers watch you. The other half quarter could be old accounts, or they never renewed it, or they just don't watch YouTube anymore. You never know. This whole video right here I'm doing to get more people to not give up like I did. I suffered a lot for 4 years through YouTube. And did I quit? No, I never quit. If I don't make a video for very long, I'm taking a break, or if I'm just relaxing myself or anything, it's normal for a YouTuber. It's life. The point is, when you're doing stuff like that, it can be hard. But when I started doing Call of Duty games like Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 4, which I recently started, or World War II, some of them, it was hard. Those videos were very, they were pretty good, but I never really it was just a hard thing. It was, Call of Duty wasn't the biggest success. So I took with vlogs after Black Ops 3 and it became old. Then, all of a sudden, Fortnite. Fortnite was one of my biggest successes nowadays. It's actually now, just recently, 2 days ago, I just recently found out, after calculating all my views and subscribers, I gained more subscribers through YouTube, and I got more views with Fortnite than any other game I've ever played. The only thing that's being aside is vlogs. Vlogs is still a big competition between all my other stuff I've done. It is so good. It's just, there's nothing else to beat it. Fortnite is now still #1, and yes, when you do Fortnite, you can't figure out anything else. You gotta figure out what else to do. I'm doing a little bit of Black Ops 4, but don't worry, Fortnite's still around. That's not just it. So I just got an email, and I was so excited when I saw it. YouTube creators, I was just been accepted into the YouTube creator program, which you need 100 subscribers to go into. I was so excited because now, guess what? I'm being watched over. I'm being watched over by YouTube helpers, people that work on YouTube from Google itself. I'm being watched over, kind of like monetized, but I'm not old enough to be to do monetization yet. In 2 years we'll be doing monetizing. And oh my God, I was so excited when I saw the email. I was screaming, and it was so fun for me. Now I'm being watched over and everything. I'm being sponsored. Like, I'm being sponsored by merchandise. I just, at the end of January, that's when I started my own merchandise. All my fans are like saying, "Oh my God, this guy actually started YouTube merchandise." I didn't even upload that video. I didn't upload a video on starting merchandise yet. People already know I started doing merchandise. But now I'm being sponsored by Teespring, which Teespring is in case you don't know, you've never looked at the actual website itself. Teespring is a YouTube beginners for merchandise. They will only accept you doing it if you are at 100 subscribers or more. That is one of the. And I just went on YouTube. I was just reviewing some of my. Videos, and what it popped up on an ad right next to me, like next to my screen. It showed my merchandise right next to me, and my merchandise is being advertised, and oh my God, I took a screenshot and everything, I was so happy about that. I am being sponsored by Teespring, and pretty soon I'll be sponsored by more, and it's really just the goal for me. Like, here, the point of YouTube Creator Program, you will be shown throughout YouTube instead of like someone needs to look you up in order to find you. Not anymore. I'm all over YouTube now. So I'm in channel dashboard or anything. I'm in related channels and everything. I'm in everything. But the only way you can find me in there, like, I make videos that are similar to what they make. Everybody, and I hope some of you will actually start YouTube. It's very fun. It actually makes your life change, and I am very thankful of all of you. And I will see you all later. What the heck? Here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to clear all notifications, and I should have just kept my Xbox off. You know what? Here. I'm getting really annoyed with people just doing this, alright? I'll see you all later. Bye.